It's been a great period for the financial investors in the Indian capital market. And the last 5-6 years, the financial market in generally got evolved quite nicely with financial inclusion being driven by our own Prime Minister. And in general, finalization of savings have also been the new order in which entire investment community in the country have been, of course, utilizing the financial savings for better utilization. They are investing in various instruments, in which I am extremely proud to say to this audience that Indian mutual fund industry have played a very big role in channelizing the public savings into the capital market. In fact, me personally being associated with the Indian mutual fund industry for the last 32 years, and each year we always used to wonder how the assets can be grown big time. However, the last, say, 7 to 10 years, probably I would say since 2014, the industry had substantial growth, which is about 10 lakh crore, becoming 38 lakh crore. And overall equity assets and management, which used to be somewhere around 4 to 5 lakh crore, today we have about 20 lakh crore of size, is coming through the equity mutual fund schemes. In fact, I would also like to, of course, make a passing reference to the recent remark made by our own Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi, in Ahmedabad during his visit to inaugurate the GIFT City, some of the new initiatives, including launching Ajax Nifty 50 in GIFT City in Gandhinagar, Gujarat. While giving his speech, he did mention about the Indian mutual fund industry contribution to the financial inclusion in the country. We as a mutual fund players, also my own hat as an Association of Mutual Funds India chairman, as well as being one of the long-serving employee of Aditya Life Mutual Fund, felt extremely proud to listen to this comment coming from our own Prime Minister in the conference, which is nothing but endorsement of the role that Indian mutual fund industry has played in the whole financial inclusion model. At the same time, mutual fund industry, the way they have been creating experience to the investors in channels in managing the money, both in the fixed income asset class and equity asset class, and therefore creating a good experience to investors, also is something I would say is an acknowledgement, which otherwise industry would have got it in an indirect manner by making a reference about Indian mutual industry growth and the role that they have played. And believe me, this is just a beginning. I think it can continue to grow even in the future, given the fact that India continues to remain underpenetrated. The number of investors who have to still come to the mutual fund remains very, very large. And as we go deep down in the industry, deep down in the country, clearly there are more investors to be onboarded in the mutual fund industry. In fact, we as Aditya Life Mutual Fund have been taking this initiative the last 4 or 5 years, or maybe even last almost a decade, under the leadership of Mr. K.S. Rao, who has a responsibility to educate and create awareness about Indian mutual fund industry and mutual fund in general for their financial savings, that he has been undertaking quite sincerely with 100% dedication, and then he has been driving it. In fact, today's Nivesh Mahakumbh is one of our 27th Nivesh Mahakumbh initiative that we have done. This is the last startup which we started about 3 years back. In fact, we have made Nivesh Mahakumbh as one of the large format engagement of creating awareness about investment to the investors at large. I'm also happy to say that this event that we are doing, we are jointly with HT Media again, one of the leading agents in the country, print media in the country, which also have been educating investors, viewers about investing in Indian mutual fund. That's something we take pride. Not only having our 27th event of Nivesh Mahakum, also joining the HT Media gives us more happiness. At the same time, we remain extremely committed to continue to educate the Indian investors about the importance of Indian mutual fund, about the importance of savings, about the importance of asset allocation. Through various speakers would also be speaking next to me as part of the panel discussion, debate, discussions, input that would come from audience. Also give a clarification then and there to help the large pool of investing base in the country. I'm also happy that we are doing it a little ahead of our 75th year of our independence celebration, which is in the name of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, which the finance minister had initiated sometime back in Delhi, and that was carried out across different parts of the country in order to reach out to the investors in the country, across the country, in every nook and corner of the country, about the importance of financial savings. On this particular drive of Government of India, Finance Ministry Office, and other various bodies who are involved, I am also happy that Aditya Mutual Fund could also contribute to their effort in further enhancing the knowledge of investors by doing this Nivesh Mahakum initiative of Aditya Mutual Fund. I'll just conclude by saying that while the Indian mutual fund industry has been growing, I think one of the factors, of course, that drives investment decisions all the time is the market fluctuations, macro factors changing, which nowadays, of course, we do often hear inflation has been rising, commodity prices have been going up, oil prices has gone up. Therefore, across the world, the central bankers have been hiking interest rates. Believe me, this kind of events, macro factors impacting the economy, both globally and India, would remain a constant factor, except that these factors will come, of course, affect the market sentiment at times every about 3-4 years. Therefore, this kind of volatility, investors have to take this as a part and parcel of the game. Second is, despite this uncertainty comes along the way, including geopolitical risks that we are seeing, which is leading to substantial increase in prices, especially in the oil prices, which all of us consume as users of oil in our motor cars and so on and so forth. While that's a reality, we must also remember, after going through all the ups and downs, which is of course affected by various macro factors, the fundamentals of the economy also gets better as time moves along. And that is why I think the GDP plus inflation, which generally is called as a nominal GDP growth, at which the market generally generates return over a period of time, and the company's earnings also generally tend to grow beyond nominal GDP growth. Therefore, what remains constant in the whole journey of Indian mutual industries, including my own journey in the Indian mutual industry, what has remained constant is the volatility. We have to accept the fact we are living in a VUCA world. At the same time, in the VUCA world, it is equally important to ensure that our money is deployed in a prudent manner that is able to actually generate our future security by way of generating sufficient return, both in equity and fixed income, as well as allocation model, with Indian mutual fund industry have been repeatedly giving the good experience to the investors. Although we also go through the same fluctuation in our NAV movements, at the end of the day, what has been helping investors over the long number of years is the power of compounding, which of course gets created in the investment that is being meant for long-term investing, is the one remains the key mantra. Therefore, for investors' point of view, while the market fluctuation pose a lot of questions in terms of whether timing is right, whether one should wait, and so on and so forth, I think what is most important in the investment world, in the mutual fund especially, apart from asset allocation, time in the market is also extremely important, as it is professed by Warren Buffett worldwide. Timing in the market will never give you the right result. Time in the market, I think, will give the right results. Therefore, we as Aditya Mutual Fund extremely committed and dedicated the Nivesh Mahakumbh's initiative to educate a large pool of investing public in the market, making them understand the importance of investing on one side. At the same time, how one should go about investing and creating a portfolio to protect their future by way of making the right investment in a prudent manner. I think we remain committed, and I'm sure today's session, the series of speakers who have been lined up, definitely will give you more insight about the investment world, the importance of mutual fund, and how we can help you make your money grow, at the same time give you a protection. And I wish today's sessions all the success. And with this, let me conclude by saying, I wish everyone all the best investing in mutual fund and happy investing.
An investor education and awareness initiative of Aditya Birla Sun Life Mutual Fund. Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks. Read all scheme-related documents carefully.